Today's Mass readings and Gospel reflection. November 15, 2020. 33rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. First reading. A reading from the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10 to 13, 19 to 20 and 30 to 31. When one finds a worthy wife, her value is far beyond pearls. Her husband, entrusting his heart to her, has an unfailing prize. She brings him good, and not evil, all the days of her life. She obtains wool and flax and works with loving hands. She puts her hands to the distaff, and her fingers ply the spindle. She reaches out her hands to the poor, and extends her arms to the needy. Charm is deceptive and beauty fleeting. The woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her a reward for her labors, and let her works praise her at the city gates. The word of the Lord. Responsorial Psalm. Psalms chapter 128 verse 1 to 5. Let our response be, blessed are those who fear the Lord. Blessed are you who fear the Lord, who walk in his ways. For you shall eat the fruit of your handiwork. Blessed shall you be, and favored. Blessed are those who fear the Lord. Your wife shall be like a fruitful vine in the recesses of your home, your children like olive plants around your table. Blessed are those who fear the Lord. Behold, thus is the man blessed who fears the Lord. The Lord bless you from Zion, may you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. Blessed are those who fear the Lord. Second reading. A reading from the first letter of Paul to the Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1 to 6. Concerning times and seasons, brothers and sisters, you have no need for anything to be written to you. For you yourselves know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief at night. When people are saying, peace and security, then sudden disaster comes upon them, like labor pains upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. But you, brothers and sisters, are not in darkness, for that day to overtake you like a thief. For all of you are children of the light and children of the day. We are not of the night or of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as the rest do, but let us stay alert and sober. The word of the Lord. Gospel reading. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30. Jesus told his disciples this parable. A man going on a journey called in his servants and entrusted his possessions to them. To one he gave 5 talents. To another, 2. To a third, 1 to each according to his ability. Then he went away. Immediately the one who received 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5. Likewise, the one who received 2 made another 2. But the man who received 1 went off and dug a hole in the ground and buried his master's money. After a long time the master of those servants came back and settled accounts with them. The one who had received 5 talents came forward bringing the additional 5. He said, Master, you gave me 5 talents. See, I have made 5 more. His master said to him, Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come, share your master's joy. Then the one who had received 2 talents also came forward and said, Master, you gave me 2 talents. See, I have made 2 more. His master said to him, Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come, share your master's joy. Then the one who had received the 1 talent came forward and said, Master, I knew you were a demanding person, harvesting where you did not plant and gathering where you did not scatter. So out of fear I went off and buried your talent in the ground. Here it is back." His master said to him in reply, "You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I did not plant and gather where I did not scatter? Should you not then have put my money in the bank so that I could have got it back with interest on my return? Now then, take the talent from him and give it to the one with 10. For to everyone who has, more will be given and he will grow rich. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And throw this useless servant into the darkness outside, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth." The Gospel of the Lord. Before we proceed with the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Also, please hit the notification bell, so you won't miss out when we release new videos. Feel free to share your comments, suggestions, and reflections at the comments section down below. Thank you and God bless. Now, let's proceed with the video. The reflection on today's Gospel. Today's Gospel is the parable of the talents. In this story, the master of the house is going on a fairly long journey and he wants to safeguard his money while he is away. He gave one servant 5 talents, the second servant 2 talents and the third one was given 1 talent. The master, however, had an unspoken expectation. The master expected these servants to increase the amount of his money while he was gone. The first servant and the second servant did what the master expected. They took the money and invested it. These investments increased the master's money significantly. The increase varied, but the master was extremely pleased with these servants. They had been excellent stewards of his resources. The third servant, however, was a fearful person. He knew his master could be harsh at times. This servant decided that he simply would keep the master's money safe. He buried the money in the ground and then waited for the master to return. When the master finally did return, naturally he asked the servants for an accounting. Each servant came and reported what they had done with his money. The master was very pleased with the first 2 servants. Their investments had made him more money. However, the master was not pleased with the third servant. Yes, the man kept his money safe, but the master had expected him to use it well and increase the amount of money, at least to some degree. Burying the money in the ground kept it safe, but the master expected more. How do we steward the resources that God has given us? Do we use them well and invest them wisely? Do we share them with others? Or do we hide them or dismiss them as insignificant? All our resources are given to us to share with others and the world. Do we believe that the resources or gifts we have are good enough? I pray we do. We may believe that our resources are insignificant instead of using our gifts and resources. Do we use them for God, for others? In our community, do we try to know and value the gifts of each person? Is our community a place where people are able to make known their talents and make them available to others? Sometimes, the gifts of some generate envy and competitiveness in others. How do we react? How is the following statement to be understood? For anyone who has will be given more, but anyone who does not have will be taken away even what he has? We are waiting for Yahweh. He is our help and our shield, for in him our heart rejoices, in his holy name we trust.